can't win. Lots of trees down this year. Had some wet snows. Where'd that guy come from? Right there. Another one down. What the heck? It's like a war zone right there. Alright, well, I stole this one. Well, not literally. 85, 250 SX. She's clean. Within reason, real clean. I gave $1,000 for it. Non-running, but carb cleaning. Rolled the dice because, you know, you look at them, you can tell it hasn't been beat. No leaking anywhere. I think the rear wheels, the rims anyway, were probably swapped because the rest of the bike doesn't have many battle scars, but the wheels seem to have more than they should, maybe, the paint. Plastic's cracked right here. I welded that back up with staples. Somebody had zip tied it, but and the trunk lid got a little bit right there. Seems to happen on these because people push right here when they go to put the fenders and seat back on. I like to push on the rear of the seat. Everything's stock except for the handbrake, rear handbrake lever, and I got it with the bike. It's just this got swapped out because it was bent down a little bit, and then the parking brake lever is gone, and it's not on the other lever, but I'll probably bend the other lever back. I don't know, let's run this guy. Lights work great, like really fresh looking. High end, low beam work. She's purring like a kitten. It's still got a little hiccup in the upper end, coming off upper mid to high on the high jet. I don't know, I moved the needle a couple times. Seems to not make a change. This carb had looked like they had some fuel additive in it, you know, some stable or something. I don't know what that green slimy residue is you find every once in a while. It's some sort of product I'm not familiar with. I don't use any of that stuff, so I don't know what it turns into. I'm assuming it's stable or something along them lines, but it just clogs it all up. Yeah, we got a little smoke coming off the headlight, but I'm not sure. I think that's just residuals because I had wiped it down pretty good. Gives me a good idea of what I'm dealing with. I like to clean them when I first get them, aside from just getting them running. Has good tires on it. Yeah, I was surprised. It was sitting in the garage that I went to get another three-wheeler originally for. This one was sitting in the back. Had a few other rigs. He wasn't really ready to let go of anything else. Said he would sell this. He was gonna try to get it running first. Said he'd take 16 if he got it running. I said, well, I'll take the other one I'm here for and this one. Take 1,000. My gosh, he took it. Got a headlight guard on it. Pretty sweet. That's a fun little bike to trike. Got 2 other of these SXs, but this one's pretty minty in comparison. It's always fun to ride one that's got low hours on it, because then you know what it was. You get to experience what they were like, you know? I was too dang young when these were fresh. I couldn't afford anything like this. And let's see, 85. So I would have been 14. You know, I was moving into the, I think I had my first, I think when I was 14, I had my 72K 10 pickup truck I was redoing. So when I was 16, it would be ready to hit the road. So that's where all my fundage was going. You know, I wanted these. I'm not so sure I really wanted an SX. I wanted a 350X in the worst way. And of course, kind of a 250R, but I thought that would be way too much for me at that age. And I ain't gonna lie, 200X, I would have definitely taken one of those, but yeah, I didn't have that kind of money just laying around to do that stuff. Toys and vehicles. Lucky to just be able to work on a truck. And that was with working. Construction, nonetheless. Heck, I think I was making $6 an hour that back then. Pretty wild. I don't know, it seems like it's running better now. Now that it's got some heat in it, maybe? I mean, what's a guy expect? They sit around most of their lives. 85, 40 years old, and I'm gonna clean a car and expect it to run like, you know, it's brand new. Not necessarily, but I mean, it's got original seat cover on it. Everything's OEM except for that left lever that I can tell. Dang, there's more shit down. Let's see if we can get over that guy. Centered out. But yeah, a little night ride. Can't beat it. It's fairly mild today. Right around freezing. Next couple days is going to be just a little above freezing. That's pretty wild for January. We'll take it. Should be some sort of Arctic blast right now. Yeah, this thing's just cruising right along though. It's damn good traction. I will have to say though, I prefer a big red even yet. Wow, those are big prints. What are those? Those are sizable prints, and those are at least dog. Huh. Older. At least dog. And rabbit. The rabbits are pure white right now. They scare the shit out of you when they take off because it blends in and then all of a sudden something just darts off. Yeah, I don't know if we better push it going up there. Turn it around. Yeah, these are nimbly bimbly though. SXs. Way more tip happy on the side hills. And the ride's a little bit rougher than a Big Red. Tires are smaller. That's what I like about the Big Reds so much. They just have way more flotation, and they're just soft. But they both get really good traction in the snow. They'll do things that pretty much surprise you. Climbing up snow-covered hills and whatnot, and finding traction. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's like all I've done this year is trail maintenance. Not complaining. I got to get all my other rigs, like this doesn't have a rear rack on it or anything. I looked up some of those, geez Louise. Not giving those away. So yeah, the Big Red's kind of the trail maintenance rig. Got the cargo box on the back of the rack, rear rack. You throw a chainsaw in it. Pretty sweet. So I'll probably just keep these the way they are, the SXs. Meaning no racks. Unless I come across the deal, I can't see spending $500 for a rack. You can get them cheaper, but they're tweaked. I don't mind a nice unit like this one. I prefer ones that have some scars on them. Then I don't have to be so uptight about it, you know. The ones that got banged up a little bit and stuff, they just remind me of me. They just got took some hits in life, you know. Nothing's perfect. But say like this one, when it's this Minty, like I'm pulling my legs off the tank and everything because I just don't want to wear through the paint. One of my Big Red tanks, it's just bare metal on the sides up towards the top. You're squeezing the tank when you're riding. Yeah, this thing's just rotating. It's a keeper though for $1,000. This one will definitely stick around. The rear fender crack's unfortunate. I didn't even notice that. Like I was so excited that he said he'd take $1,000. I didn't even really look it over that close. $1,000? That's a no-brainer. It doesn't hardly get any better though. You can just jump on any one of these three-wheelers. Hey, there's a ball. Better grab that. Out cruising around. They're quiet. I take them to town. No one gets upset with you when you're on one of these. They usually say, I remember those when I was a kid. Or the kids nowadays go, man, can I try it? Such a following for them all of a sudden. Okay, we're gonna try to go up. This road's easy. Like until we get some deeper snow, that road's pretty easy. But when we get like a couple foot snow or something, you got to come down that one real slow and try to pack the track. And even then, sometimes that doesn't work. Like, you can't get back out very easy. This one right here, this is basically, once we get a lot of snow, this is just timber sled road then. I've not been able to pack it in good enough. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna try. But for some reason, see, it opens up, the sky opens up right here. This gets deep. Real deep. We just haven't had much snow yet this year. For some reason, probably get dumped on though in February. This is pretty moderate right here. This next climb, it gets steep and it leans. Lifts over to the left. Sucks you in. Right up it. Pretty cool. Yeah, the traction that these things get is boggling. Open it up a little bit. Yeah, it's not got the hiccup now. Well, there's a little bit there. It's right before the top end. The high jet takes over completely. I have to move the needle again. See if anything changes. It was terrible. It was so bad. It was just falling on its face. Like so bad you can't tell what it needs. If it's rich or lean. Might be just a little bit off yet, because if I dump the throttle, it falls on its face. Yeah, there it is. So we'll pull the cart one more time, see what we can get figured out. I don't think it's fuel delivery. Oh, it might be. We out of gas? Huh. We should be. Yeah, we're out of gas. That's reserved. Sometimes the petcocks, they'll have a little fouling action going on over the years. Yeah, might be the petcock. Reserve's great. Brakes work awesome. Here we're going downhill. Let's lock them up. See how fast we stop. That's pretty stinking fast. The road's pretty slick. It only skidded like 6 feet. Yeah, it could have been a fuel problem or issue too. It had the fuel in it when I got it. Who knows how long that's been in there. Let's put it under a load, climb this. I'm just gonna have to keep getting on it. Getting some heat going through things. Fun three-wheeler. Yeah, I always try to remember. Convey what you remember looking at them. The magazines. They didn't get a lot of publicity, if I remember right, these SFXs. But yeah, I was on the 185S. Had a couple buddies that had 200Ss. So we was always looking at the three-wheelers with suspension on them. Man, we thought how great that would be. Have suspension. You know, the 200Ss had a little bit on the front fork, but that was it. But that's my story. With this one anyway. Little night ride. Now idle's gonna dork out, huh? Not bad. Cleaned the carb and fired it up. Here we are. Ouch. My head's acting like it's hot. It might be starving for fuel. Yeah, that's a good looking three-wheeler. Real nice. Front fender's got the typical little dip right here. Gravity over time does that, pretty sure, because every one I've ever had or seen, they dip. You can heat that up, hold it for a little bit, and it'll hold form for a while. Huh. She's content with that idle now. Let's see if I can get my hand in there. Things are hot. Coming around. Keep working with her. Tank's nice. Got a couple scratches and one little dent right there. But no caving in on the sides. Say the seat cover's even still pretty supple. Usually they're hard as a honeymoon cock by now. It's real soft. Muffler looks good. Got the original tail light. Yeah, this doesn't have any signs of rot going on. The rear shock's got a little rust on it, but the rest of it doesn't have any rust. Good paint on it. Toolkit's on it. Tools are in it, if I remember right. Oh, I got them in on the bench. I don't figure there's any sense carrying them around. They don't really come in handy for working on them. Yep, pretty sick. Yeah, that's the story with her. Yeah, another reason why I think the rims aren't original to this one is the rest of it looks like the stock tires should still be on it. So I'm thinking somebody wanted those for some reason. Who knows? Yeah, we'll keep this one around. Fork boots feel pretty good. Not bad. Pretty soft. All right. Till the next one.